I owe everyone an apology. Because in my Sinners Out of Theater reaction, the first one, I did two, I was disappointed by the movie. In my initial first review, I was disappointed by the movie. What the hell was I thinking? I watched the movie again a couple days ago, and I don't know what in the world other me was thinking. Because, boy, this is a great movie. This is a phenomenal movie. And, yeah, other me's an idiot. Don't listen to him. Disregard anything he said in the last Sinners review. Because, boy, oh boy, we're going to talk it all here in this video. Spoilers, opinions on second watch. IMAX really probably is the best thing to go watch movies in. But before I dive right in, tell me, what are your opinions on Sinners? Again, you could say spoilers this video. Give me all of your thoughts on it. And while you're down there, subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell so you never miss another video. And with that said, I don't know why I love this one. Actually, yeah, I do. I do know why I love this one so much more. I don't know why I didn't get it the first time. And that's not saying I thought the movie was bad the first time I watched it. I thought it was really good. I didn't think it was great. I thought it was a little bit underwhelming. But, I knew I needed to rewatch it. And so I did. I saw it in IMAX. And I can't stop thinking about it for the past couple of days, ever since I watched it again. What was I thinking from the first time I watched it? I've said specific negatives in that video, like, I wasn't the biggest fan of the score. What? I could not stop listening to the score ever since I got back home from the movie. I've literally listened to Rocky Road to Dublin, Bye Bye Moon, or whatever that one's called. I've listened to the score, the background music several times, and I said I wasn't the biggest fan of it after leaving the theater the first time. And I think it's because I wasn't expecting, like, the heavy metal guitar or any of that. I was expecting to be fully blues. I was blown away rewatching the movie and the score. It enhances the movie. I cannot believe I said that I did not like the score on the first watch. This is one of the best scores of the decade. It's amazing. Maybe it's because of the theater I saw it in. Maybe that's why I didn't love the movie the first time. But seeing it in IMAX theater really, really worked. I always said the movie was beautifully shot. And yeah, it definitely is. In IMAX, several sequences where the aspect ratio just goes full screen. It's awesome every time. Every single time my jaw was on the floor. Especially those two scenes in the movie. I don't know why I'm being vague. The scene where he's playing the music and all the guys are going around dancing from the past and the future. And then the scene where, come on in, you MFers, and all the vampires come in. The aspect ratio changes were amazing. The score in those scenes were amazing. I don't know what the hell I was thinking saying that I wasn't the biggest fan of this movie, because all of those are amazing. Certain things I said in my initial review about the cast, the direction, all that still stands, still amazing. I think this is probably the best performance I've ever seen Michael B. Jordan do, playing two characters and also able to have those two characters have their own separate, distinct arcs is amazing. Something that not a lot of actors can do. And Michael B. Jordan absolutely kills it when he does that. And everyone else in the movie, really, really good as well. Especially Jack O'Connor. I loved him. Every sequence he was in the movie, just kind of terrifying. The Rocky Road to Dublin song performance and that scene, probably my favorite scene in the whole movie, honestly, where all the vampires are dancing. Not only is it cool and a great song, but it's genuinely creepy seeing them do that. And the vampires in this movie are really creepy. Let's talk about that one scene where Sammy's playing the music and it's bringing up past and future. On my first watch, that's where the movie was like, huh? What? Okay. That's weird. Because it's something I didn't expect. It does more with futuristic, like, metal type music, and I fully expected the movie to stay in the bluegrass lane. And so it kind of threw me a little bit off guard when it did that in the first, on my first watch. Now that I knew what was happening, now that I saw it in IMAX, I mean, the aspect ratio change made me love it. Thought it was an amazing sequence. And again, I don't understand how I didn't understand the sequence on my first watch. It's like, it's a really cool sequence. The idea of the sequence is really cool. The stuff it brings with it, the ideas, the thoughts, is really cool. It really enhances the movie. I cannot believe I was not the biggest fan of that sequence. I genuinely can't believe I wasn't the biggest fan of the score. I wasn't the biggest fan of the sequence. Because now, after a second viewing, I think it's amazing. I think it's phenomenal. Some of the best stuff I've seen in a movie, probably all decade. The vampire stuff, I still feel like it's not as compelling as the first half of the movie. That first half of the movie is still probably the best first half in a movie, probably in the last 10 years. I love that first half. I mean, it's so compelling. It's interesting. You love the characters, and it sets it up nicely. And I don't think the second half is as compelling, but the vampire stuff, none of it was ever bad. There's still some of that campy nature to it that I wasn't the biggest fan of, especially with Smoke's girl and her just being like, okay, vampires don't like garlic, they don't like wooden stakes, they can't do the sun. Literally sitting down to explain to us what vampires can do. That's a little bit campy. But besides that, I still really, really did enjoy the vampire stuff. I don't think it's, like I said, it's not as strong as the beginning of the movie, but it's still really, really cool vampire stuff. And so many sequences. I love how it builds up to that. Builds up to just vampires kind of like walking up to the building, talking to them, and just kind of like playing these psychological games with, forget her name in the movie, but the Asian lady, about her daughter, and just breaks her to the point where she has to say, come on in, and they come on in to that point. But like I said, I don't love it as much as I love the first half, but it's still very good stuff, very good vampire stuff. But the movie feels like it's not about vampires. The movie feels like its main goal is to be a movie about these characters and this certain time and about music. And when the movie is about that, it does it perfectly. I was never like, I don't think the vampire stuff is like the crucial thing here. I think the vampire stuff is just kind of like a bonus. Because the movie, what it actually tries to do is phenomenal. I mean, it's amazing stuff. It's great. So, like, even though I wasn't as compelled with vampire stuff, it was just a great touch in a story that feels like it's not supposed to be about vampires. It's just kind of like a bonus. And that's something I really, really did enjoy. So what else we got to talk about? We talked about the score. We talked about the cinematography, the aspect ratio of the movie, the cast, the music. I can't stress this enough. This music is phenomenal. I've been listening to it on repeat. Cannot believe how I didn't like it. And I desperately want to watch this movie again. A third watch could do wonders for me. I mean, I already have it at number 2 on the year so far, only behind Companion, because if you've been on this channel from the beginning, you've known that Companion has been one of my favorite movies of the decade. I love that movie, and I'm really hoping that on a third watch, this could maybe even become 1. I really want to go see it for a third time in theaters, but because The Accountant 2 and Until Dawn, and maybe even the Rise of the Sith, or Revenge of the Sith, that's what it's called, getting an IMAX re-release, I was considering going to see that. And then Thunderbolts next week. We got so many movies. We're entering the summer movie season, so I can't go see it a third time. But, I mean, as soon as it releases on 4K, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to watch it, and hopefully put it across as number 1. This was number 9 after my first watch, and it popped from number 9 to number 2 because how much a second watch helped me with this. So, I mean, I could talk about how much I absolutely love this movie on and on and on and on and on. I mean, I think Sinners is... I'm frustrated that I had to watch it twice. I didn't want to have to watch it twice. I mean, watching it twice is always bonus, but to get this love, I didn't want to have to watch it twice because I always would love to love a movie after the first watch. But I'm finally glad that I'm at that point to where everybody was loving this movie, and I'm finally at the point to where I can say, I'm with you guys. I love the movie as well. So, I mean, Sinners was great on second watch. It was really good on first watch. Pushed it to that great and amazing category on the second watch, and I would love to see a third watch. I didn't score it in my initial review. Score, I'd probably go an A. I'm not going to push the A plus because just some of the campy stuff in the third act, and it's just not as compelling. But still, I mean, it's very compelling. It's very good. Ryan Coogler, you're a genius, man. I'm going to have a Ryan Coogler ranking in the next couple of days, so stay tuned for all of that. I've got to watch Wakanda Forever and Fruitvale Station. I'm going to watch Wakanda Forever tonight and Fruitvale Station tomorrow, and that video should be out by Friday or so. But I did a post. Go check out the post, see what upcoming videos are coming this week. I got a bunch of other videos that I got to work on, but yeah, that was my opinions on Sinners after a second watch. Thank you guys for clicking on this video. Stay tuned for the Ryan Coogler ranking. And with that said, subscribe.